Yeah. A philanthropist is a philanthropist is a philanthropist, Which Lord Jesus knew, you know, past, present, future, for life's eternal grace is infinite, and past, present, future operate at the same time. So he was aware of the fact that, these people were, uh, he's not a God and he's not omnipotent, omnipotent. And that's obvious when you read the New Testament and his reactions and his actions during the time of the crucifixion and his betrayal and the abuse and the wackadoodles in Nazareth and stuff like that. So I think anybody in their right mind would realize that this man is not saying he's God like Nebuchadnezzar, Pharaoh, or Caesar. He's saying that they're not God. God's omniscient, omnipotent, and we got to get these people to believe that and have faith in God so they're not murdering crazy wackadoodles. Because what happens to these people affects us all and what they do, right? And so I think anybody who has a half a lick of sense comprehends and understands that and understands Jesus and why we should behave more like him. There's no sense in going back in time and thinking to ourselves, if they had listened to Jesus or listened to Muhammad or listened to Haile Selassie, and where would we be intellectually, emotionally, and scientifically right now if they had, right? It's that's Bill Withers again, no time for tears, wasted waters, all that is, and it don't make no flowers grow, right? And so, we can't sit around crying and moping over what happened to us, over what's, come and gone. And we just have to hope, look to something and hope for the future and all that we can be and not what they are. The old John Denver's hawk, eagle and the hawk, right? I'm watching the game. Cats are up by 20. I expected them to pull apart, pull away and win in the second half. Not by this much, though. I was expecting that because I told Dad, I said, well, they kind of gave us their best shot in the first half, and they were hitting that three, and that ain't going to last because of our physicality and our defense. And I think he'll go inside in the first half, and we'll see how that, if he punches him in the mouth in the second half, see how that works. And it worked. And so, yeah, as Dolorso and Koa ain't in foul trouble and stuff, so, So it's interesting. That is interesting. I just sit there and I said the kiddos' names, and then I sit there and think, wow, Earl, you're the Messiah, and I watch her games. I remember I had that with Mariah Mack at Mexico State. She was all excited because they went to the tournament and they were in Maryland and Obama was there. It's like, no, I go to your games and I sit right down the front and get you guys focused so you can win. Obama dresses in designer clothes and mass murders poor people for rich people. I'm the guy who stands up to stop poor people from getting murdered by rich people. And I'm right here in your hometown, That kind of hurt because Mariah's she's a sweet kid, But I think everybody was, not everybody, but I mean, everybody that likes Martin Luther King Jr. and Malcolm X and Fred Hampton and people we grew up with in the 60s and 70s, thinking, hey, they really tried to get up and, didn't you love the things they stood for? Didn't they try to make this place a better world for you and me? We'll be free. Anybody here seen my old friend John? Right. And so I think any of us, those type of people, are people that are raised by the people, we all kind of were taken in by, we're all Mike and the Mechanics by Barack Obama. Taken in again, wrapped around the finger of some fair weathered friend, I'd love to believe you, but you know how to lie. And my dad, it's weird because he can see what a liar and a manipulator and a crooked bastard that Obama is, but he voted for Trump twice. You're like, what? He just sees it as choosing the lesser of two evils. It's like, that Master and Commander's movie's full of shit, man. But you should always choose the lesser of two evils. No, you shouldn't have either. It's goddamn weevil. I'm not going to eat me a fucking weevil. Because I'm sane and rational, you crazy batshit motherfuckers. So, Some crazy people in the world. Yeah, most of them have a lot of money and no idea what's whack and what's dope. Well, if you have a lot of money, you have no idea what's whack and what's dope. Money ain't real. Oh, Lord's best perfect. There you go. A cute little girl in the chicken commercial. Making it say, well, you go buy this. No, you don't go buy food held hostage. You stand up for a Lord's Prayer and you fry your own chicken. Mm-hmm. Yeah. My mom made excellent fried chicken. Mm-hmm. Yeah. The best food I ever had. Mary Ann made a lot of the best food I ever had. Mrs. Diaz. Oh, gosh. Her tortillas and tamales. Oh, my goodness gracious. That's also ambrosia, cantaloupe and strawberries, and Mrs. Diaz's tamales and tortillas. And Michelle, no, her greens. I don't like greens, and I liked her greens. Okay, her black-eyed peas were wonderful. I ate chitlins that were hers. I'm still, that's the only person I'll eat chitlins for is Michelle, Linda Michelle Bowen. That's it. No one else. Don't ask me. But she said you like mine, and I ate them. Yeah, they were good. I just don't like chitlins. But I was like, they were, I was like, wow, that wasn't bad. I wasn't like going, choke. Like poor Mrs. Cunningham's, they had to eat them. These are pig intestines. And Donald sit there and told me, put lots of Tabasco sauce. His uncle Donald told me, put lots of Tabasco sauce on them. And I did. And it was, you're from New Mexico. Yeah, put lots of this on it. And then I could eat it. But yeah, no, I ain't chitlins. No, that's not my. No, it's just not my thing. No, I ain't into chitlins, man. I don't like menudo either. I saw a lady getting stuff to make it. I smiled because Punchy liked menudo. They was raised in Alabama and they used to work in the fields and stuff with the Mexican folks, and they made menudo. And yeah, so Punchy likes menudo. Yeah. Oh yeah, we had that all the time when we was kids. When we were at a friend's house, stuff. So okay, yeah, I've been there, done that. Well, me, it was Stevie and Eddie used to shovel the pig pens for extras on the tamales and tortillas from Mrs. Diaz. Yeah, that's. Mm-hmm. We do communion with her tortillas. And Nate was magic, and her tortillas and tamales were magic. Tortillas and tamales are what you would refer to as an indigenous food. That's not Spanish, even though, Latino, it's not Latin food. It's Mexican food. Okay. Tamales and tortillas and the maza and stuff, the corn and all that stuff that they made here before Spanish migration. Okay. Pigs, they must have had pigs. Of course, javelinas. Okay. Cerro. Okay. And they would have buffalo more than cattle. I think they talk about all the religions and stuff with the horse and stuff, among the Sioux and all that stuff. And you're like, and the Navajo and others and talk about the horse, and you're like, okay, so does that make the conquistador, godly type people? In some stories, yes. Okay. Well, because the conquistador brought over the horse and the cow, okay, from Europe on a boat. Okay. Mm-hmm. Bring back a pry bar. He brought back the keys. It's still not a pry bar. Remember that from, what was that movie? El Dorado. Bring a pry bar. The keys. A dumb horse. It's still not a pry bar. That was funny. It is stupid. Of course it's stupid. It's stupid. But, when you sit and look at it, it's funny. But, yeah, there's a lot of stupid things going on in the world. Yes, there is. A lot of stupid people doing stupid things. Especially for beer commercials. Yes. Beer commercials. Drinking yak piss and pickling your liver and killing your brain cells is not doing good things for your community. It's just a goddamn beer commercial. Okay. Just like driving cars isn't freedom. It's just a goddamn car commercial. Okay. Lose weight with drugs and stuff that they give you to survive chemical poisoning from cars, bars, and wars, yak piss, and yeah, no. Okay. It's time to go all Bobby V, Come back when you grow up, girl. You're still living in a paper doll world. Growing up ain't easy. Love is twice as tough. Come back, baby, when you grow up. You're looking real good like a woman should now. Your mind hasn't gotten the message somehow. Yeah, that goes for everybody. That goes from to Christy Nome to Carolyn Levitt to Pam Bondi to Melania Trump to Michelle Obama to Jasmine Crockett to Jennifer Lopez to Taylor Swift to what's that other girl's name? Beyonce to Oprah Winfrey to the Kardashians, all the Kardashians, the Jenners too, and tell all the peeps in Egypt and Israel too. All of your brothers in Africa. It's like Egypt is in Africa, y'all. Who wrote the song? Okay, Egypt and Africa, man. Yeah, when you tell the people in Israel and Egypt, you just have to say Israel. Because Israel ain't Africa, but Egypt and Africa. All your brothers over in Africa. Tell all the folks in Egypt and Israel too. Just tell all the folks in Israel too. Egypt and Africa, y'all. Okay. When they say that in the song, it bugs me. It's like, all of your brothers over in Africa. Tell all the folks in Israel too. You don't have to say Egypt, because Egypt and Africa, y'all. Y'all already covered Africa, Egypt, when you covered Africa, right? You know what I'm saying? Okay. Just, I'm just being very Sheldon-esque. It'd be like that, Well, yeah. God's omniscient and omnipotent. Well, God is not, and we are far from God. And what's this motherfucker talking about? See why I left the Mormon church when I was a kid? And then they have the audacity. You've got it all. I've got it all wrong. See why David Rockefeller hates you? Okay, have you not figured it out? Okay. The man who had espionage and then got together with all the scientists to have the top computing systems of the whole world to answer all our questions and solve all our problems. See why he hates most of you corporations? So they'll gladly kill over me and my grandpa's money and watch you and your Jesus die persons. Yeah. I don't think they're glad. No, they're not glad. Well, because they need Jesus to be murdered as an innocent child to save them from their disgustingness, to go to a magic heaven they've invented with their minds, where God is either present or not present, and God's omniscient and omnipotent, but not in reality in their minds, and you're like, what the fuck is going wrong with these people? I said fuck, yes, and I will say it again. It's fucked to take God and try to contain it with your fucked little mind that you'll kill people, put money in your fucked up little behind. It's screwy and you're screwy. It's true. There, I've said it again. I'm just being silly, but anybody else like Bobby Vinton? And Bobby V? Yeah, I like Bobby V too. I'm led to believe that Rockefeller liked them both. Mm-hmm. He also likes Fats Domino. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he liked the 50s eras movie music and a lot of it. Yeah, he liked a lot of that stuff. I was like, wow, that's interesting. Okay, me? If he had good taste, he liked Tommy Edwards. Okay. Everybody good lazy and Ella Fitzgerald. Yes. And Nancy Wilson. And I was listening to If Ever I Would Leave You by Nancy Wilson today. It made me cry. It was so good, it made me cry. I'm sitting there going, I'm crying. I feel like a fucking chick here. What the fuck's going on here? This is not right. No, never would I leave you, And she's sitting there, singing that song. She sings it so lovely, She has such a beautiful voice, It's all superficial, about how she looks and whatever and stuff. It should be more, if ever I would leave you, it would not be, because of the way you care about the people that are in despair because of selfishness everywhere. No, never could I leave you. I've seen you stand and shine with courage of kindness and faith when none no other would, That's more, where you cry, because it's like, look at them. They're gladly killing over Rockefeller and his grandpa's money, and watching Earl just, you know, we all, we all die, okay? But very few of us truly live, okay? And when we truly get to live because of the love of the gratitude for the gift of life and the glory of grace, I know a lot more people in the world are going to be grateful for the life of a kid born July 19th, 1966 in Las Cruces, New Mexico, to Ralph and Marianne, than they are going to be grateful for you putting on a show for money and making you think it makes you a great person. It's insane. Yeah, it is. Maybe you should stop talking on in front of the TV cameras. I think Elijah Muhammad had a point there. He was kind of a dumbass, but, they're like a drug, an opioid that you get addicted to and you just can't stay away from it. It's like, I can't wait to not have to talk on this phone anymore to talk you out of killing each other over money.